Apple's iPhone roadmap is quietly entering one of its most interesting phases in years. Not because of a radical foldable reveal or a sudden shift to futuristic materials, but because of something far more Apple-like. Subtle design evolution paired with aggressive internal upgrades and a controversial product strategy. Based on recent leaks and industry chatter, the iPhone 18 Pro lineup appears set to refine Apple's visual identity rather than reinvent it. At the same time, the standard iPhone 17 may double down on older design elements, creating a sharper divide between Pro and non-Pro models than ever before. Let's unpack what's coming, what it means, and why Apple's decisions might frustrate some users while delighting others. Apple's commitment to the dynamic island, not the punch hole. For years, rumors suggested Apple would eventually follow Android manufacturers toward a side punch hole camera cutout. That doesn't seem to be happening, at least not yet. Instead, Apple appears committed to preserving the dynamic island as a core part of its design language. Rather than removing it, Apple is reportedly shrinking it. According to leaks shared by Ice Universe, the dynamic island on the iPhone 18 Pro models could measure approximately 13.49 millimeters, down from 20.76 millimeter on the iPhone 17 series. That's a reduction of roughly 35%, which is significant enough to be immediately noticeable. This isn't just cosmetic. The reduction is believed to be possible because Apple has reportedly moved key Face ID components, specifically the flood illuminator, under the display. While the front camera remains visible, the overall cutout becomes much smaller. The result? A cleaner screen, fewer interruptions, and a dynamic island that feels more like a design accent than a necessity. A familiar look, just more refined. Visually, the iPhone 18 Pro and iPhone 18 Pro Max are expected to look instantly recognizable. This is not a bold redesign year. The front will still feature a dynamic island, just smaller. Live activities and dynamic island animations are expected to behave exactly as they do now, meaning developers won't need to redesign experiences and users won't face a learning curve. In many ways, this feels like Apple optimizing its own ecosystem rather than chasing trends. The phone won't resemble Samsung or Xiaomi flagships, and that appears to be the point. On the back, leaks suggest a design almost identical to the iPhone 17 Pro Max. A rectangular camera island housing a triple camera system, including a wide lens, ultra-wide lens, and periscope telephoto lens. Expect iterative improvements rather than dramatic changes, better sensors, improved low-light performance, and refined optical zoom. A A20 Pro chip and the next leap in efficiency. Under the hood, the iPhone 18 Pro series is expected to debut Apple's A20 Pro chip. Built on an advanced TSMC 2nm process, this chip should deliver major gains in both raw performance and power efficiency. Historically, Apple's biggest generational jumps happen when process nodes shrink, and this one could be no different. Faster AI processing, improved GPU performance for gaming, and more efficient background tasks are all expected outcomes. Efficiency matters even more when paired with another rumor, a 5,000 mAh plus battery in the iPhone 18 Pro Max. If true, this would mark one of the largest batteries ever used in an iPhone, potentially delivering all-day and possibly multi-day battery life under typical usage. Apple's custom C2 modem. Another under-the-radar but critical upgrade is Apple's rumored C2 custom modem. After years of reliance on third-party modems, Apple has been pushing aggressively toward full in-house connectivity solutions. A custom modem allows Apple to optimize network performance, power consumption, and integration with iOS in ways competitors can't easily replicate. Improved reception, more stable connections, and better efficiency during 5G usage are all expected benefits. It's not flashy, but it's the kind of upgrade that improves daily experience in ways users feel immediately. A split iPhone launch strategy? That's the shock. Perhaps the most surprising rumor isn't about hardware at all, it's about timing. Leaks suggest Apple may split its iPhone launch schedule going forward. Under this plan, the iPhone Fold and iPhone 18 Pro models would launch in September 2026, while the base iPhone 18 models wouldn't arrive until spring 2027. If true, this would be a major shift in Apple's release philosophy. The reasoning is clear. Apple's lineup is growing. Foldables, Pro devices, and base models now serve very different audiences. Spreading launches across the year could help Apple manage supply chains, maximize media attention, and give each product category its own moment. For consumers, though, it introduces confusion, and patience may be required. Meanwhile, the iPhone 17 might disappoint many. While the iPhone 18 Pro looks like a refinement masterpiece, the standard iPhone 17 may feel underwhelming to many users. Leaks suggest Apple may stick with the old notch for the base iPhone 17, skipping the dynamic island entirely. Even more frustrating for some, a rumored 60 Hz display, a spec that feels increasingly outdated in 2026. Yes, the phone is expected to feature the powerful A19 Bionic chip, ensuring strong performance and efficiency. But visually and interactively, it may feel behind the curve, especially when mid-range Android phones offer high refresh rates as standard. Small wins for the base model. That said, the iPhone 17 isn't without improvements. One of the most welcome additions could be MagSafe support returning to the base lineup. This would allow users to attach magnetic accessories and use faster 25-watt Qi2 wireless charging, closing a long-standing gap between Pro and non-Pro models. Camera-wise, Apple is expected to continue with a single 48-megapixel rear camera, but improvements on the front may stand out more. A new 18-megapixel square sensor could enable wider selfies and better image quality, something content creators and video callers will appreciate. Still, many users may see the iPhone 17 as a compromise device, powerful inside, conservative on the outside. Apple's bigger strategy comes into focus. When you step back, a clear pattern emerges. Apple isn't trying to make every iPhone for everyone. Instead, it's deliberately widening the gap between tiers. Pro models get cutting-edge display tech, advanced chips, better batteries, and exclusive features. Base models get reliability, longevity, and just enough upgrades to remain competitive. This strategy pushes enthusiasts and power users toward Pro devices, while casual users stick with standard models that just work. It's a risky approach, but one Apple has executed successfully before. Is the iPhone 18 Pro worth waiting for? If the leaks hold true, the answer for many users is yes. A smaller dynamic island, massive efficiency gains, improved battery life, better connectivity, and refined cameras all point to a device that feels mature rather than experimental. It's not a revolution, but it may be one of the most polished iPhones Apple has ever made. Meanwhile, the iPhone 17 looks poised to spark debate. Some will accept its limitations for the sake of performance and price. Others may see it as a missed opportunity. Either way, Apple's next 2 years are shaping up to be far more interesting than they first appeared. One thing is certain, the iPhone isn't standing still. It's evolving, quietly, strategically, and very much on Apple's own terms. Apple's next iPhones show exactly where the company is headed, refining what works, dividing its lineup more clearly, and betting that subtle upgrades matter more than flashy redesigns. Whether that strategy excites you or frustrates you will depend on which model you're waiting for. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want more smart tech breakdowns like this, make sure to like and subscribe.